sleep is not the dead return!
Look at the draw.
Time to reap. You cannot hide. There is dark. Rules are made to be broken. Change is what changes. This is our chance.
Victim tax.
Let's go.
This enemy is completely different. If I didn't know it was a product of the fragmentum, I'd think we were fighting a human.
Unlike those random low-level fragmentum creations, this one seems to have a mind of its own. It seems to be able to use complex tactics.
Look, Raya and Cocolia's echoes. They must have come through here. That means we must be really close, right?
I sense that we're very near to the northern snow plains.
Nice. Not bad luck.
This is where the first Guardian led the Silvermane Guards into battle. She made huge sacrifices for the sake of temporary respite. But the otherworldly legion did not tire. She soon realized that flesh and blood could not contend with so ruthless an enemy. When all was nearly lost, she chose to set her sights on the Stellaron and make the first wish. As for what came later, you know as well as I.
So, the eternal freeze was a disaster brought about by a human wish?
Ironic, no? All the Stellaron did was answer humanity's call, and yet we kept its existence a closely guarded secret for centuries. Even going so far as to attempt to use it to control the Stellaron. Woeful. Laughable.
It?
bad luck. Reach the end of the story in your own way. Is that all? Let's make it quick. Underestimated you. Received divinity, much better. Okay.
Tasty. Chisholm's trick. Look at the draw.
Time to reap. You cannot hide. This is our chance. I'll see you off. Get returned!
Victim tax.
I underestimated you. Shadow. Receive divinity. Much better. Let's go. sleep is not the end. The dead return! Time to reap. You cannot hide. The dark. Oh. It'll take more than that. Boom. Repay. Let's settle this. Oh, eternal sleep and dead return! Dark. Never forget. Nothing major. Riches. Be careful.
It's that shadow of hers again. Tanya's isn't with her this time.
It's only a fragmentum illusion. Let's get a closer look.
Show me some of that trailblazing strength again. Ha! Always an honor to have the trailblazer by my side.
Feels like this echo is different from the others before. Did she just speak?
Not good. March, hop away! Intruders! You go no further.
Are you sure this isn't the real her?
I change it.
It may look like her, but the fragmentum can only include feelings. Bring her down! Let her up! Rules are made to be broken!
Darkness. Charge. Rice like a good brew. Full-bodied, my friends. Indulge yourself.
World devoured by ice. Witness the avalanche.
We're just having fun. What are you waiting for? The customer's king. And for me to betray the king, well, you gotta make it worth my while.
Darkness. Charge.
Sinners, ready yourself for the judgment of eternal winter.
Time to reap. Where the wind whispers. You cannot hide. Darkness. Charge. Right in the heart of the night follows you like a shadow.
Sounds like more business.
Let's make it quick.
She disappeared.
Upstairs. It's the only way forward.
Wherever they lead, it must be the end of the journey.
I don't want to get to the end so soon. I want my journey to go on forever.
This means that Bronya is up ahead, and so is the fate of the overworld and the underworld. It's all in our hands. Strange. I thought I'd feel nervous or afraid, but I don't. The only feeling I have is that none of this seems real.
Not always. Sometimes it's a happier conclusion.
The Express has traveled world after world. We're merely passing travelers, witnesses to part of a grander story. We invariably avoid getting drawn into turbulence that can decide the fate of a world. But there are always times when we have no choice but to act.
Or to put it another way, this is one heck of a first trailblazing expedition. You hit the jackpot.
I was about to bore you all with my gloomy reflections, but on second thought, not today. Adventuring with you guys by my side has made me feel like no obstacle is too big.
Right on. But you can say whatever you like. A good adventure shouldn't be full of rules and regulations. Helping those in need, befriending those worth counting on, and saving the world a few times along the way.
very different from the uniform style of the buildings we saw in the city.
Does it look like the palm of a huge hand to you? If Cocolia threatens us by taking Branya hostage,
We have to save her. The underworld. No. The entire planet relies on her.
feeling lucky.
No. Do not resist, Branya. Accept the common will.
No! I don't want this.
Look upon their promised future, Branya. A world without poverty, without cold, without suffering. A world where people no longer have to pray like prisoners for survival. A world that we can guard for all eternity. 700 years ago, we tried and fought unceasingly, believing that the radiance of human nature could shepherd us towards rejuvenation. And to what end? A crushing defeat. Why, when faced with irrefutable strength, is our first thought always to resist, to cover our ears instead of hearing the call? It is the conceit and cowardice entrenched in the depths of human nature, so difficult to face. Cast them aside. Break free of the chains that bind you. The Stellaron will lead humanity to evolve, and they will.
Your brainwashing ends here, you lich! Zika?
You came. I thought the blizzards had entombed you.
You wish. We're not going down before you do. Branya! I don't know what happened between you and them. Even if you explained it to me, I probably wouldn't understand all the crazy details. But there are two things I do know. One, these guys have come through hell to get here, to seal this Stellaron thing. And two, do you remember what I said? If anything happened to you, I'd save you. Do you understand? Even if the damage is done, even if you've completely forgotten our promise, then I'm just gonna have to knock you out and bring you back myself. All of you.
Finished? I think I've given you long enough to bid farewell. It's time I told you my other reason for bringing you here. I want to witness your choice. I have told you all the truths there are to tell. The deal with the Stellaron, the wish I made to it. There are no more secrets between us. Many years ago, the voice of the Stellaron sounded in my ears for the first time. I was no different from the previous generations of guardians. I withdrew, refused to hear. I was as you are now, bitterly defending the architect's so-called preservation. My conviction was once steadfast, unparalleled. Until a sudden change arrived and threw everything into chaos. Another choice appeared before me, a subversion of the old order, and the welcoming of long agonized over how to convey all this to you. Inevitably, the promised tomorrow will transpire. But if you were not there beside me to watch over that new world, I would descend into torment. Rania. Enduring torment. Perhaps I should be thanking you, outsiders. The pressure you have imposed has at long last compelled me to confront my final weakness. Rania, throughout your life, I have never forced you to submit to my will. You will always have a choice. Ask them. So now, choose, my daughter.
Madam Cocolia, I am grateful to you for raising me and for allowing me the privilege of choice. But I'm sorry, Mother. On this, our final occasion, I cannot stand with you. You say that conceit and power is lie in the depths of human nature. Perhaps you're right. Desperation sheds light on the darkest recesses of the heart. What about those simply struggling for survival, fighting for something better? I've witnessed their light on the front lines, in the underworld, in places you have overlooked. Our ancestors built this city, striving in the bitter snow to prolong our civilization. Even if this world is doomed to fall apart, we should allow humanity to pave the way to its final outcome. Not hand over our fate to the seed of ruin. We are guardians, Mother, chosen from among the masses. Our duty is to preserve the world built by humanity. We are not gods. We are not arbiters. You seek to crush human nature underfoot while masquerading as an arbiter, a god. I cannot let you.
So, this is your choice. I understand, Rania. Such a pity that you will never see that resplendent world. Unable to free yourself from the shackles of your mind. You know what? You were supposed to be the mother of the new world.
The ground! It's shaking! What's happening?
That sign. The fate of this city, of Belobog, is sealed. Its future will unfold in our hands. And you will become the foundation of the new world. You must break the old to build the new. The Supreme Guardian commands you. Rise, engine of creation!
It's one of the architects of machines! What the hell are you?
This is our chance.
I say a good brew, my friends. Indulge yourselves! Talk!
How can we bring a giant like this down?
You know it for the beating.
Look. Make them ties.
Let's make it quick.
Kimiko! It's Kimiko! Hello? Kimiko, you finally spared a thought for us.
What are you talking about? Doctor, put up on the thing. Fine. You've got quite a trailblazing mission on your hands. So, how did that work? Or, where do you mean? How do you want him for work? Over to you guys, I guess.
Behold, the power granted by them! Listen to the power surge! Sing! The Stellaron's promise is the only hope for this world. Just as it dispelled the antimatter legion 700 years ago, so too will it wipe you from the face of this world!
Sailors, rules made to be broken. Let's make it quick. Let's go.
Humanity, so weak and foolish, always overestimating their abilities. Let me bestow upon you despair!
continues.
I know well the consequences, Shepard. You may leave. Why do you hesitate, Cocolia? Isn't this what you've always been hoping for? Get out of this cage and take a look at the city. What is there to lose? The efforts of our predecessors, their unfinished research, we can finally see them come to fruition. Give me some soldiers and I'll locate Stellaron and find out how to save our world. You need to come to your senses, Serval. Come to my senses? What are you? Guards! Miss Serval is tired. Take her a rest. Sequester her lab and detain the researchers. Their work is illegal. Why, Cocolia? Why have you grown so cold? Serval Landau, you are my most cherished friend.
Madam Cocolia, the monsters are searching this way. It's too dangerous here. Foolish. What? Madam, what did you say?
Only I can understand. They have eyes that do not see, ears that do not hear. Feast on their willful ignorance. Absolve them of their stupidity and fear. I still don't understand.
The fragmented corrosion has already spread to the underworld. How will those below ground fend for themselves if we withdraw every guard?
The automatons will ensure their safety. The most important defensive position is here on the surface. If our lines crumble, the underground will vanish in an instant. Our defenses here must be maintained at all costs. These are the choices we make, Grania. As a leader, you must harbor the courage and foresight to choose. You, me, and every silver main guard in the city, all of us must. There will come a day when you must make your own choice. Do you understand?
The day will come when even the strongest of wills cannot help but give in to such influence. It is only a matter of time before the Ember Lord forsakes us.
a tough trailblazing expedition. We made it! But, what are we gonna do with the Stellaron? It's usually Mr. Yang who handles it.
I've informed Himiko and Mr. Yang already. They'll steal the Stellaron.
Nice! The crisis on this world is basically over, right?
The storm still rages on. Now that the Stellaron is sealed, the eternal freeze will slowly recede. Fragmentum won't aggressively expand anymore, nor will it disappear. Kilo 6 has a chance to return to life, but it will take time. It will depend on the efforts of the people here.
Thank you. All of you. This victory is only the beginning for Belobog. There is still much to do. The people will have felt the effects of the engine of creation. There are so many questions to answer, so many truths to reveal. I don't know whether I can get people to accept all this. You mean use a lie to conceal a lie? But if I do that, then
You have to, Branya.
Sila,
I don't know how to explain it, but I don't think there's any other way. In the underworld, we tell the kids things will be better tomorrow. Everyone knows it's a lie, but it gets them to sleep with some hope. Can you imagine the consequences if we told the people what happened here? They'd be devastated. We can't trust the Guardians. Who or what can we trust?
Mother died to preserve Belobog. What? The visitors from beyond the sky told her the secret of the Stellaron. She knew that Alyssa Raz, the first Supreme Guardian, had failed to destroy it. And yet, she decided to challenge its power, a power beyond human comprehension. Supreme Guardian Cocolia sacrificed herself to dispel the dark clouds enveloping this city. From here on out, that's the truth the world will hear. What do you think?
It keeps the hope of preservation alive, at least.
It's logical and hard to disprove.
Why do we have to lie? I'm not staying. I like telling the truth. But I get what you're trying to do.
Thank you for understanding. For many people, Mother was an outstanding guardian. The whole truth will live on in my mind. All mistakes, madness, evil, dreams therein. I will be the one to carry that burden. Now, I must take over the duties of the Supreme Guardian and discard my naive fantasies. I'm sorry, Sila. Please, protect this secret with me till the end of our lives.
Say no more. I know what to do.
Thank you. Well then, as promised, let's start rebuilding the bridge between the overworld and the underworld. Sila, can you tell everyone in the underworld that the Stellaron has been
the administrative district. I need to talk to Pardon. Sir, are you okay?
What's wrong, Branya? Do you feel sick?
I'm fine. I need to hurry.
She's exhausted. Quick, we need to think of something. You, help me out here.
Right. I almost forgot. You're still wanted by the guards. I might be an underworlder, but at least I don't stand out as much as you guys. That's settled then. I'll leave that to you. Remember to keep the secret. For Brun? No. For Belobog's sake.
So, wanna tell us what happened back there? Don't think you can just reappear on the battlefield with a cool weapon in your hands and skip the story. Thank you. That's not answering my question, though.
He probably doesn't know what happened either. This wouldn't be the first time. Something similar happened when we faced the Doomsday Beast on the space station. Remember that glance from Nanook? Originally, I thought it was because the Stellaron was linked to the destruction. But now it seems to be more than that. We might need to speak with Mr. Yang to understand what's going on. Let's focus on the business at hand first. We shouldn't disrupt Himiko and Mr. Yang while they're dealing with the Stellaron. Let's talk once we're back on the Express.
You're right. We need to finish what we started. Let's hurry up and find Natasha.
Please stay tuned. Time to test our report. Dreams do come true.
It's time.
Take your position.
Mid-big support. Complete data secure. Network activated. Time for middle counterattack.
In a mood for another beating?
Order of execute the monster. No one misses them.
The mood is set just right.
Let's go again!
Did the rhythm get messed up?
Do you admit this crime?
Nice second, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Stay in step.
Ready for another? It's time.
Lance! Forward! You cannot hide! Darkness charge! Time to lose! Like a shatter! The battlefield has been cleared. There's no time to lose! You cannot hide! Darkness charge! Hit!
Wow! Please, and victory!
Like a shadow!
My turn.
There's no time to lose! Hit! Lance! Forward!
Second.
Everyone holding up okay? Ha-ha! I like that cover. Like a shadow! You cannot hide! Darkness charge!
To betray my customers, I charge extra.
My friends? Indulge yourselves! There's no time to lose! Not a scratch. Like a shadow! Lance! Forward! Darkness charge!
Utterly inept. Sagacious discernment.
Time to mix things up!
To betray my customers, I charge extra.
My friends? Indulge yourselves! Darkness charge! You cannot hide! Darkness charge! Darkness charge! It ain't over!
Passing of time.
There's no time to lose! Not a scratch. Like a shadow.
To betray my customers, I charge extra.
Conflict is pitiless. Was that it? You cannot hide. Darkness charge.
Ouch.
Hear this thunder! Show no mercy!
Would you prefer me to reveal?
Lance! Forward! You've been exposed.
Bloom.
There's no time to lose! Conflict is pitiless!
Nothing major. Not a scratch.
Like a shadow! You cannot hide! Darkness charmed!
Receive divinity. Repay.
The dead return! Darkness charmed! Hit!
I like that confidence. Not a scratch.
Ooh, ouch! Fight changes when there's no time to lose!
Step up, let's see. Lands at the ready. Lance ablaze! Lance! Forward!
Darkness charred!
I have to keep going.
Remember this moment.
What are you waiting for? To betray my customers? I charge extra.
That's all you got? Darkness charred! In the mood for another beating? Time to mix things up!
I owe you one.
Nice like a good my friends? Indulge yourselves!
Sagacious discernment!
If I could do it all again. Darkness charred! You've been exposed.
Look! There's a big crowd around the clinic!
Faces.
Do you think they felt the effects of the battle just now? Let's go ask around.
You better be.
Natasha! Oleg! Hope you didn't have to wait too long.
Oh, it's them.
You kids move fast. By the look on your faces, I assume you come bearing good news?
Mm-hmm. You bet. You might not believe this, but we summoned up all our strength and then... maybe he should do the talking. I'm no good at serious stuff. I'll probably say something I'll regret.
The Supreme Guardian sacrificed herself to seal the Stellaron. We were there at the fight. We witnessed everything.
Sacrificed herself, huh? Sure, yeah, that's the whole story.
Cocolia. In order to save Belobog, she... I see.
So the massive tremors we felt earlier were a result of the battle, right?
Thank you. I can't even imagine what you've been through up there. I'm just glad everything turned out all right. What about Zila?
Don't worry, she's all right. It took a big toll on Branya, so Zila took her over to the guards.
Oh, good. I'm so glad you're all okay.
Now that Cocolia's no more, I guess our Silvermane girl is about to become the next Supreme Guardian? She sees things through and doesn't go back on her word. The underworld will thrive again under her watch.
Oh, we brought you a message from Branya. The blockade will soon be lifted. The people of the underworld will breathe freely.
Breathe freely. That's been our wish all along. March, Donhung, and you, can I ask for your help again? I want to get this news out to everyone. It'll lift their spirits and bring them hope. Thank you. Choose whoever you like. Wildfire will take care of the rest.
We've gotten to know a lot of Underworlders. Who do you think we should start with?
Roger that. You can leave the rest to us. If everything goes smoothly... This should be Wildfire's final mission.
Why is everyone in such a hurry? I hope nothing's happened at the hotel.
We should take a look. Maybe we can help.
I see Gertie! But who's that lying on the ground? Quick, let's head over.
Oh my, this doesn't look good. Can you hear me? Are you okay?
He's still breathing. Try not to panic on Gertie.
Is everything okay? Wait, isn't that Peak? Don't tell me he fell asleep in the middle of the road again.
Oh, it's you three. Back in the underworld so soon? Word must have gotten out that I was renovating the hotel today. Being the kind-hearted young man that he is, Pete came straight over and offered to help. There we were, hard at work, when all of a sudden the hotel started shaking. I got everyone outside as fast as I could, but I think Pete was hit by a ceiling tile.
I don't think that's necessary. Look, he's awake.
Huh? Oh.
Peek, are you awake? Oh, thank goodness you're all right. Easy now. Take your time.
Oh, my back. Oh, I was having such a great nap. How did I...
Are you okay, bro? Let me take you to Natasha's clinic.
Hey, look where he was lying. What is that?
It's an old photo. I thought I lost this ages ago. How did it get...
Aunt Gertie, isn't that you in the photo? And old Goethe, too. You look so young.
Don't I know it? My distant cousin had only just taken over the family business at the time. He wrote me a letter inviting me to head up and take a look. It's been nearly 20 years already. I remember chatting in the hotel lobby and drinking tea. I wonder if we'll ever get another chance to do that.
You know, we've got some good news for you, haven't we?
Is that true? Bronya, she... I can't believe my ears. I don't know what to say. Turns out things aren't always lost forever. It feels like better days are finally on the horizon. Thank you all so much for coming to tell me the good news. I haven't felt like this in a long time. We'll get plenty of guests staying at the hotel again once the passageway is open. But there's no way I'm letting them set eyes on this old place looking like this. Oh, and we're gonna need to expand the menu. Oh, dear. Action stations!
Action stations? Already? My head.
Please, let Dr. Natasha know not to worry. We're all okay. You three will have to come and stay again once the hotel is fully renovated.
Mr. Yang put it nicely, but the reality is this. We sealed the Stellaron, but that's not gonna solve the problems on this planet. There I was getting excited to tell everyone the good news.
That's the cruelty of a Stellaron. Still, Compared with some of the other planets we visited, at least this one has hope.
So, should we tell everyone the deal?
We should tell Bronya when the time's right. Let's not dampen the spirit just yet.
Changes with changelessness. What is the next order? Like a shadow.
Do you know who I am? This big diamond! It's all yours!
Hear this thunder!
Ha! Time to twirl!
Hit!
Follow my charge.
Conflict is pitiless!
Time to twirl! Hit!
There's no time to lose!
Where have you been?
Are you hurt? Let me take a look. Oh, is everyone all right? Thanks for your help. Sometimes face-to-face communication is more meaningful, don't you think? Now we just have to wait for the official news. I hope Bronya doesn't keep us too long.
Huh. Do you think Svarog and Clara felt the effects of our battle with the Guardian?
I think they'll be fine. Plus, Svarog's devotion to Clara is even greater than his hostility to Wildfire. If you're worried, you could look for them over at the robot settlement.
Outsiders. Friends of Clara.
How did you know that was Perkins?
Thank you for rescuing Clara.
Seems like Perkins picked up a stammer.
Its language module must have malfunctioned. Can you take us to Clara?
Outsiders are friends of Clara. Follow me.
You have visitors, Clara.
Oh, it's the variables. There was a huge shaking just now coming up through the ground. Mr. Svarog said it must have been...
Recalculating. Conclusion. Engine of creation. 97.66% probability. The engine of creation was an immense construction machine created by the architects. It was not built to fight.
Well, whatever. We won. Thanks to that giant robot, we were finally able to take care of the Stellaron. And Bronya made a promise. The underworld and the overworld will soon be reunited. Which means that you, Svarog, you won't have to worry about preserving the underworld for the time being.
March, everyone, thank you so much. I wasn't sure you guys would be able to do it, but now... Mr. Svarog, what do you say? You guys said you were travelers from other worlds, right? I want to be just like you. One day, I'm gonna go traveling to faraway places and make new friends.
Calculation result. Update. Mission number 0001. Preserve the underworld. Complete.
That's our Bronya! Quick as a flash!
She certainly moves a lot faster than some people I know.
If you haven't got anything nice to say right now, zip it!
I am the Shadow. There's no time to lose.
Time to twirl!
Do you know who I am? Ever see a diamond this big? Oh, it's all yours! Time to twirl!
You cannot hide. Darkness charge.
Time to twirl!
Hit like a shadow. The battlefield has been cleared. I am the Blade. There's no time to lose.
This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl!
Darkness charge.
Lance! Forward!
Like a shadow.
Time to twirl!
You cannot hide. Darkness charge.
Time to twirl! I won't break.
There's no time to lose.
Time to twirl!
Darkness charge.
Hit! Lance! Forward!
Like a shadow.
Time to twirl!
Darkness charge. You cannot hide. Darkness charge.
Time to twirl! This big diamond! It's all yours!
There's no time to lose.
I like that confidence.
Hey!
Like a shadow.
Time to twirl!
Not a scratch. My friends? Indulge yourselves!
Darkness charge.
How's this taste?
You cannot hide.
Time to twirl!
Darkness charge.
It ain't over.
There's no time to lose.
Lance! Forward!
Time to twirl!
Darkness charge.
This big diamond! It's all yours!
Not bad luck. Amidst the sea of faces, shadows still lurk.
You made it. I thought you were about to miss out on a moment of history.
No way! After all our hard work, how could we miss out on the final celebration, right?
I smell it too. For Oleg and I, not to mention the other adults, reopening the passageway means rediscovering old ways of living. Return to normality. Survival is no longer the top of the agenda. But for the children who were born into this era, who grew up in this isolation, this will be a new life altogether. Once you've tasted freedom, it's difficult to accept a life of separation and isolation. Those of us whose childhoods were marred by tragedy, we must strive to do better for the next generation. I'm sorry. Here I am talking your ear off again. This is a day to remember. We should welcome it with smiles. If you have time, talk to the folks here. Every one of them will tell you about their excitement. Then when you're ready, let's go home.
Finally, I can get back to supervising the cable cars. I thought I'd spend the rest of my life in those mines. Ah, it's you, the liberators of the underworld. You're the first passengers we've had since being sealed off. It'll be my honor to get you to the surface in one piece. Relax. In all my 20 years on the job, there were only ever... Anyway, none of them were serious. So, ready to climb aboard? Brothers, sisters, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, gather round. The cable car passenger service is about to restart.
Whoa! Look at the big blue ceiling!
That's not a ceiling, Hook. That's the sky.
So this is the overworld? The air here smells different.
Less rust and geomarrow particles floating around. Take a deep breath, children. This is what freedom tastes like. I never thought I'd live to see the administrative district again. All those years. We've been through a lot, Natasha.
You're right, Oleg. It's funny. The moment I boarded the cable car, my mind was filled with everything I wanted to do on the surface. But now, I just want to sit down, zone out, and watch the people coming and going. Just pass me by.
Enjoy the peace and quiet, Natasha. We earned it.
It's Japard! Is he here to meet us?
He's still on duty. Huh. He must have recovered quickly.
Let's go say hi!
Welcome back to the administrative district, Trailblazers.
Trailblazers. First time anyone's called us that on this planet.
The architects think it's only right that we should address you properly. Outsiders is hardly fitting anymore. Please allow me to apologize again for what happened in the restricted zone. You were only trying to help. I should have trusted Serval's judgment. Thanks for understanding. Lady Bronya's inaugural address will begin soon. She asked me to pass on her invitation to you.
Huh? That's sooner than I expected. Is she well enough to...
Not really. But Lady Bronya insisted on delivering the speech as soon as possible. She wants the people to understand what happened. The address will be held at Everwinter Monument. I hope the three of you can find time to attend.
I don't know if you've ever had that feeling. When you stop and look back on the things you've done, and wonder at all the obstacles you've overcome, the strength you've displayed. And then you start to doubt yourself, and wonder if you've lost that drive. If everything were to happen again, would you still stand strong? You do? Oh, good. Well, I mean, it's good to know someone in this world feels the same way as me. I haven't been able to sit back once over the past 10 years. A moment's negligence could have brought Wildfire crashing down, and the underworld would have been beyond saving. Staying vigilant wasn't the issue. It was the not knowing whether I'd ever be able to let my guard down again. No matter what anyone says, I believe your arrival was the reward for my long vigil. Thank you, Trailblazer. I don't know if you've ever had that feeling. And then you start to... You do? I haven't been staying...
Excuse me. Are you Captain Oleg?
What? I didn't think anyone would still remember my name after all this time.
Of course we remember. Every young guard knows about your courageous exploits.
Oh? Which ones might they be? The time I finished off that rampaging prowler with just 3 bullets? Or when I defended the outpost from monsters for 6 days straight without food or water?
I haven't heard of either of them, actually. But I'd love to hear all about them.
Sure. In which case, I'll cut my walk short and tell you all the grisly details.
that's a monster. Mr. Svarog's database has information about it. It's called... I can't remember.
Don't worry about the name. The important thing is I saw what it can do. It has a huge appetite and swallows people whole. And it just so happens to be the mole's next target. We'll defeat the iron monster and save the people in its tummy.
I don't think that's how it works.
Not bad luck.
Come around and have a look.
It's been more than a decade. I'm so glad to see you in the hotel lobby again, Mr. Goethe.
Unbelievable. Feels like it was just yesterday that I was showing you around the hotel all those years ago. I'm too old to remember a lot of things, but that day, I remember clearly as ever.
Since the passage between the overworld and underworld has opened up again, it's about time we shared some tips with each other. Hotel manager to hotel manager.
Of course, of course. I was worried before that after losing customers from the overworld, you would go out of business, but your establishment is still alive and well, all thanks to your superb management.
You flatter me, Goethe. My hotel is getting refurbished. I'll be sure to invite you to visit again when the work is all done.
Time to ask for the bill.
When? Weather's pretty nice, huh?
Come around and have a look.
Now, what am I gonna call this new song?
Let's find somewhere to wait.
Guards, permission!
Whoa, this must be it!
Citizens of Belobog, I kindly ask for your attention. Lady Bronya Rand's inaugural address will begin shortly. Please remain orderly.
People of Belobog, hear me! Today we gathered here to celebrate our victory, but it was a sacrifice made by a mighty guardian that delivered us this opportunity. She dispelled an evil that cost us 700 years of suffering, and in the process, she paid the ultimate price. The sacrifice of Cocolia Rand ushers in a new chapter. The blizzard beyond the walls will die away, and the offensives of our Silvermane guards will begin to contain fragmentous advance. In the far north, I witnessed with my own eyes the struggle between the late Supreme Guardian and the evil power that sought to destroy us. In her last moments, the Supreme Guardian told me her greatest regret. The order to seal off the underworld from the overworld. With the passage of time, she gradually came to realize the consequences of that decision. Although tortured with guilt, she could not undo the damage. In her final moments, she wanted us to mark the Stellaron's end by reuniting Belobog. Overworlders and underworlders must embrace the dawn of a new age. Together. People of the underworld, I dare not ask for your forgiveness. I now know the reality of your decade of suffering. But I want us to work together. We know that without your perseverance and hard work, Belobog will not recover its former glory, and the seed of civilization will not be preserved. And on that note, I'd like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to a few guests of the city. Most of you are not aware of their arrival, but it is thanks to them that our world now flourishes with hope. They made me realize that while we remain focused on preserving ground beneath our feet, we should not forget to look up into the sky. I firmly believe that with the determination of everyone, our world, the world of trailblazers called Willow 6, will no longer be alone among the stars. But before we accomplish that goal, I humbly ask you to follow me into the future. I, Bronya Rand, 19th Guardian of Belobog, hereby take my oath.
all just a bunch of palatable lies. I hope you never have a similar experience, March. I prefer to be honest with people, but I also want to preserve their hope.
Don Hung, wanna talk about Mr. Yang's findings?
Allow me to explain.
Which means the fragmentum is already taken root by this point. Even though the Stellaron is sealed, we won't be able to reverse the damage immediately. You know, our ancestors wouldn't have risked using one if they'd had other ways of avoiding calamity. You've gone out of your way to save this world. You nearly lost your life. I have no right to ask for more. Besides, I agree with Mr. Yang. Ultimately, the fate of Belobog is in the hands of its own people. In that case, as a leader, I must give you a promise of the same weight. We will hold out with everything we have until the day you trailblazers return. Even if it takes another 700 years, the children of Yarilo 6 will look up to the sky with hope in their hearts. So long, my friends. May the preservation bless your journey.
Congrats! That was one heck of a first trailblazing expedition.
Worth celebrating, I'd say. Two and a half.
What? That run of the mill, huh?
My scoring criteria are different from yours.
Anyway, we should be asking you. Any thoughts you want to share? Wait, what? No way! We're about to leave and I've hardly got any decent photos. Come on! Let's go back to the administrative district and hang out for a bit longer.
If you walk with your head down and your heart full of fear, your steps will grow heavier and your spirit will suffer. But if you find something to look up to and move forward with hope, then your steps will grow lighter and if you should